Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. Let's dive into the best sectors for this 2024 bull run. So as you know, we are probably 9 days or less away from the halving, and I believe that these sectors are going to do well. So what are the tokens? What are some of the projects? What are the categories that will do well? So if you guys do enjoy this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and comment down below your top sectors as well. So we are 9 days away from the halving. By the time you're watching this video, perhaps less. And Bitcoin is at $71,150. It's probably going to be near, I think it could be even closer to $75,000, maybe 77, who knows, maybe 80 grand. But because of the halving, right? And let's go over that briefly. I just did a video, so check out that halving video. I explained it a little bit in more detail, but historically, Bitcoin will tend to go bullish. It will tend to reach all-time highs and exceed that whenever we see a halving. And what that is there's 21 million Bitcoin, okay, in total supply. Currently, there's already like 93% of the supply already out there. There's like less than 1 million Bitcoin left if you account for, Satoshi and whatever else. So we have 21 mil in Bitcoin total supply, and the circulating supply, what's out there, is 93%. So there's not a lot of Bitcoin left. There is basically 1 million Bitcoin left if you take into account for Sailor and the top holders of Bitcoin, probably even less. So it's getting harder and harder to get the remaining supply. Now, when the halving happens, the amount of rewards you get for mining Bitcoin, it's going to be reduced from 6.25 Bitcoin to 3.125. So not only is there only like 1 million Bitcoin left, I'm approximating here, but let's say there's 1 million Bitcoin left. Now, every time you get it, every 4 years, it gets exponentially harder to get that remaining supply. So that's going to hit the market, right? So to get some of your Bitcoin, and that's why it's divisible, right? Like that's why there's a lot of good things about Bitcoin. I'm not going to get into the divisibility, the decentralization, the peer-to-peer, or the fact that really anybody can participate in the world. Those are probably my top ideas, but when this happens, these sectors will do well, in my opinion. So let's get into them. Number one, I have our layer ones. So this will be like Ethereum, right? So Bitcoin, you send and receive Bitcoins, right? Sats. So Bitcoin is the first token that utilized a blockchain successfully, and it carried on. And anyone can participate. It's decentralized. With Ethereum, what you could do with Ethereum is set smart contracts. So these are self-executing activities that happen on the blockchain. So Bitcoin's a blockchain. On that blockchain, you can generate a wallet and you can send tokens from your wallet to someone else's. And the tokens are always held on the blockchain, but you get your private keys. So you guys should be using hardware wallets. It's where you can take your keys offline and you could store them in a cold storage fashion. So imagine Bitcoin, right? You send Bitcoin, okay, a token, and it's basically a store of value at this point. With Ethereum, what you can do is you can do the same thing, and instead of just sending tokens from wallet to wallet, you can use Ethereum as like a gas fee. And yeah, you can send Ethereum to wallet, but you can also have NFTs, non-fungible tokens, so specific asset ID numbers that live in wallets that represent a car, that represent, in the future, we're going to see RWAs, real world assets, right? You can have NFTs that represent an in-game asset for a video game. So you can imagine a piece of land, a vehicle in the game. You can imagine documents. So let's say this date, this time, maybe, you could set it for every week over the next 10 years, this amount of Ethereum through a smart contract gets sent to these wallets. So it's going to change the way that we use everything online. And it's all verified through a blockchain, right? So you know that you cannot tamper with the data, right? So it's a trustless system that's decentralized, meaning anybody can participate. It's cool. So we have Ethereum, which I think there's going to be an Ethereum ETF, probably within a couple months, believe it or not. Solana, that's another one, a little bit faster than Ethereum, not as expensive, in fact, cheaper than Cardano. You have things like AVAX, which could do well. A lot of games, Becker's talking about it, market cap's low. But what are the sectors? So layer ones, that will be, in my opinion, Ethereum, Binance, BNB, Solana, could throw in XRP there. You would throw in Cardano, Avalanche, DOT, I believe that would be like a layer 0. And yeah, that would be like your layer 1. So the other one is going to be layer 2s or layer 1 solutions. So the problem with the layer 1s is that as the token price goes up, typically it's going to be more expensive to sign transactions, to do simple things like Ethereum, right? So you can imagine Ethereum right here, right? 4,000 US dollars per token. If you send a transaction, even if it's $20, okay? Well, the problem is you're probably going to have to pay $80 in gas fees because it's going to be, for example, 0.002 ETH. As the price of ETH goes up, in essence, if you're spending ETH, it's going to cost more in terms of value. So there are layer 2 solutions for that. Some you can look at are like Hex. There's Pulse Chain, and nothing should be taken as financial advice. I'm just sharing what I think could happen. Still low market cap for what it's doing. And the price has been beaten down a lot going on there. I do not really own much Hex. I think I have like 10, $20. Nothing significant at all. But you got Chainlink, interoperability with projects, so that could be like layer 0s. But really, you're looking at layer 2. So things that are being built on top of the layer 1s. Matic, this could solve a lot of those issues. You have Optimism. Yeah, a lot of that. So layer 1s, layer 2s. The next one is going to be memes. So memes are not going away. What you're going to see, as usual, okay? I don't know when it's going to happen because I feel like when a lot of tokens that pumped randomly before Bitcoin, that was weird. But think about this. Money flows into Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin, let's say it goes to 100 grand. Bitcoin's going to balloon, and then people get tired of Bitcoin. They're like, let's dump it into ETH. Let's dump it into layer 1s. Then this is what happens every time. People dump and gamble on the memes. And memes work. They're fun. Bitcoin can get boring. It just does. So let's take a look at the memes. Dogecoin, a sure bet. Okay, this is based on market cap. So the higher the market cap, really the less room it has to grow sometimes. So just because something's 30 billion in market cap doesn't mean it can't go up. It's actually a much better project, a little bit more of a sure bet. But things that can really go exponentially nuts are things that people aren't talking about and things that people don't really have their eye on that have a really low market cap in the millions. So anyways, I believe that these are your 3 safe bets. Dogecoin, Pepe, Dog with Hat. So this would be your Ethereum, and then with Dog with Hat, that would be your Solana play. You also have Bonk, pretty good. These are all good in terms of meme tokens up here. They went from millions to billions of market cap. If you look lower, MAGA I think could do good, right? Just an incredible coin, whatever you guys want to say. There's when. I don't know. I don't speculate too much on SNEC or other projects. SNEC is Cardano's meme token. Pretty cool, pretty fun. But understand the risk. If you are investing into a meme token, make sure it's not a crazy amount. I'm 50% in a low cap token, but it's not a meme. This is a real project where it's not just, the token has more utility. So you're looking for utility. Memes sometimes do. Like SNEC, they have their own energy drink now. However, it's not a game. It's not a real business yet. So keep that in mind. Some of these tokens suck. So memes, that's one. The big one is gaming. Gaming is massive. So gaming is where you want to be taking a look. I am holding 56% cornucopias. So I've done well with Copy, and the reason being is you have these top projects. The ones I do like it like as a safer bet. Sandbox, Decentraland, I think Beam, because Becker keeps talking about it. Gala was talking about it a penny. IMX, probably not going to go away. Floki, I don't know. My top picks, if I could pick, Alluvium is more of a middle safe bet, I would say. Wilder World, people like that. But what I like right now, there's a few, but I like UOS. So Ultra could work. But my number one holding right now in crypto is cornucopias. I've done tons of videos on cornucopias. It's a game built using Unreal Engine 5. Rob and Josh, they've done a great job. Those are the co-founders. Cornucopias looks the way I want a game to look. The NFTs are out. The file nodes are selling. And there's a lot to be said about cornucopia. So if you guys have not checked it out, go to the channel. Watch this video. I did a tokenomics review, and I also did a full Copy game review as well. But yes, I do own a lot of Copy. So I'm not looking to pump this token right now in this video. I'm just sharing with you that I really do believe in this. There are moments in history where you will look back. And by the way, I was buying this token at a penny. I have videos on the channel from over a year ago talking about cornucopias. It's a AAA level game. They're building everything in-house using Unreal Engine 5. It's exciting. You can own pieces of the land. I think Copy's going to move. So that's for gaming. What else is here that I like? I'll just name a few. Altura, maybe. D-Race, I don't know. Copy is just sweet. Copy, I think, could get up here, pretty easily. So that would make me happy. I think a 10x is in play, much higher depending on if we go. So if we go, these things will go up. And if Sandbox is a 1.4 billion market cap, then why can't Copy get to there pretty easily? So it's hard to say for sure, but I'm going to be doing a Copy versus Sandbox. I'm going to get into more specifics. That's gaming. Do your own research. The next one, DeFi. So decentralized finance. This is just where I would even throw in like banking. I would throw in the idea of swapping tokens. So DEXs, DeFi, anything where you can provide liquidity to pools. So yield farming. Let's get into some of these projects. So DeFi. Let's go under categories as well. And comment down below if you agree with these picks. DeFi. I wonder if I could even do it this way. I know a few projects myself, but I think it'd be cool to just run through it. So let's just go to DeFi here. So this would include a lot of layer ones as well, but I want to get into projects for you. Give you guys some picks that I like. not financial advice. So we got Uniswap, pretty big. That's the big boy when it comes to, Ethereum, being able to use the DEX. Maker, pretty big if you look into DeFi. Theta, I'm not too familiar. And by the way, there are a lot of these projects I just don't know enough about. Aave has always been a big deal. Jupe could be extremely underrated. You're talking about Solana's DEX aggregator. This is a new project, but it works really well. I know the team has a lot of plans in the future as well, but a DEX aggregator will aggregate, find the best price, and when you're swapping tokens, you'll get the best price when doing so. So Jupe could be massive. What else? Cake, huge. Oasis, Rose could go. I don't know. Those are more of my sure bets right now. Let's get into something lower that I think could go. Like if you guys are looking for something to get, maybe find like a 10-20x in terms of minimum. No, I wouldn't look at Origin. Bancor, this thing's been around a while. BNT, let's see where it's been. I don't think this thing will go. Yeah, I don't know about BNT anymore. One I like is Meld. Meld is a non-custodial DeFi protocol, so Meld should be on here. Meld is my second largest holding for good reason. I will share with you another one, but I'm not going to dive into specifics. Meld is sweet. So Meld, they are basically going to be your bank for crypto. So you'll have an app, you have your desktop, and you have a non-custodial wallet. You'll have the interoperability with the top 6 leading blockchains, and you'll be able to view all your assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. And you'll be able to lend and borrow against your assets. So there's a lot to talk about. I've done videos talking about this in detail. So Meld, I think at a 71 mil market cap, if you take a look at other projects in that field, and nobody's really doing anything like Meld, this thing could be around the 1 to 2 bill market cap. You're talking about a 20x potential. Okay, so let's Meld. RWAs, so swarm markets, that could be one. RWAs are real world assets. So you could imagine, and by the way, there is a partnership with Swarm and Meld where Swarm is providing tokenized assets, bringing them to the blockchain. So BlackRock, major institutions, they like this idea because you can settle things quicker, right? It's also the first time it's going to happen in the future where, let's say you cannot afford $50 million for an asset. Well, through cryptocurrencies with tokens, you can buy fractions and own parts of a $60 million building. You could not do that before. So really cool when you think about it outside the box. So that will be under RWAs. I'll take a look, see if they're here. Probably just RWAs, real world assets. Let's see here. There are a lot of projects under RWAs. I'm going to be doing more. There we go. There's a whole section for it. So there's AVAX playing a role in that. These are more of your, top projects here with market cap. The ones that I've heard, I have not done enough research on RWAs. I only know a few. One that I did like, Ondo, I've heard a few things. Really, it's Swarm Markets. That's the only one that I really like. Everything else, I just have to do a deeper dive. But looking at a 38 to 40 mil market cap, this thing can thrive. So it's a SMT. So if you guys are looking at RWAs, I think it's going to be huge in the future. So we will be doing other videos going over those as well. So let's do a quick recap. Number one, layer ones, then it's layer twos, memes, games, DeFi, RWAs. These are the biggest sectors. AI could work, but what do you get with AI? Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Could it be big? Sure. I also don't know. So we got Meld, Copy links right here for you. Guys, pick up a Dega Realm NFT if you guys want. So if you want to pick up Dega tokens, pick up the Realm NFT. I am using my affiliate link. I want to get at the top of the leaderboard. Let's get loose. Save up to 25% off your Trezor, your Ledger, your LA Powell, your Tangem. So use that. If you guys do not protect your cryptos, start doing it now. I also have links for online courses. If you want, guys, these are fun. They average around $20 when they're on sale. So yeah, pick one up. I also have free Cardano mini course. Probably over 500 videos now. The moose is loose. Moose is getting tired. We'll see you in the next one. Comment down below.